Hello, darlings. Glory to God. We are now back live. Previously on Curated by KD. Y'all know it's me, KD, your divine cosmic cousin, divine cosmic cheerleader, all things divine, checking in with another live. And like I said, previously on Curated by KD, I was running my mouth about trying to hit the job lottery, about what's going on with that. I'm like, what else did I run my mouth about? Whatever I ran my mouth about, you should have been here. You should have watched the live replay, or you should definitely go back and check the live replay out. We also did our Creator Key Takeaway 7. That's what it was. Healthy Habits. We did a nice little self-care, which we are going to go ahead and hop right back into. Y'all know I love a good 24 karat gold eye patch. We're going to put this on, and that's going to be on this episode of Curated by KD. That's what we'll be doing, as well as putting a nice little face mask on, because today is 2026. So happy 2626. It is a nice portal day. Happy birthday to everybody that's born today. And let's go ahead and thank God for this day. Thank God for protecting over us and watching over us and covering us with a cloak of protection from the blood of the Lamb. Thank God for being so good, so great, so wonderful to us. Thank us for letting us be here, Lord. Because, yeah. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for just letting our head, like I said, keeping our head on straight, Lord, because God is good. God is good. That's one of those, if you know type moments. If you've been here, if you haven't, you could definitely tune into what the vibe is, because I'm just like, yeah, we're sitting here. We're going to go ahead, like I said, get my skin together, but we're also going to do a nice little reflection on today. Today, we're going to talk about some 1 year energy, because for quite some time, I have been on this using the number, everything with the number 1 this year has to be like literally WON for me. And if you notice, in 2025, last year, I was coming into this year saying 2 channels, 1 vibe, because I have, this channel and then my personal channel, but it's, one is in 1 vibe, but a WON vibe, because it's the winner circle. Like at this point, I need me a checkerboard flag, like a rap relay, whatever the case may be, because winner circle, we want, that's just what it is. But 2026 numerology is a 1 year. So I love being aligned, tapped in with all about, like I said, I'm your divine cosmic cousin, divine cosmic cheerleader, all things divine, checking in with another live, okay? Bible verse of the day is coming from Proverbs 2:6, and the Bible verse of the day does say, for the Lord gives, okay, wisdom from his mouth, come knowledge and understanding. It's as simple as that. And that's why I'm like, we're going to keep our head on straight, because everything that we going through ain't nothing new. Well, some things a little new because it's 2026. But I'm just like, I don't even want to say it could be worse, because it could. Okay, it really could. The whole people be like, but you didn't have to go to war. Thank God. But still, that doesn't mean we're, like they said, that we're not at war within our own country. Like, it's a war. Hey! Claws out. Alright, so boom. Either way it goes. Like I said, I just want to talk to y'all, because we are in the process of keeping our head on straight by any means necessary. Alright? And then Valentine's Day is coming up, even though I don't have a Valentine outside of me being on Hennessy's clock, which I can greatly appreciate. I still need a little good for that. Because what if my husband is up in there? Okay? Not even worried about that, because we're working on us. Either way it goes. Because like I said, 2026 is 1 energy. So I'm like, once I get this on, I'm going to get my notes out. And then we're going to get jiggy with it. So grab your treats, your snacks, whatever the case may be. Whatever you need, so you can vibe and have a good time live. And we're going to get into it. I do still have the chat off. Just because this is not a social. I value y'all opinions in the comments. People tend to abuse their privileges in the live chat. So this not the chat for that, because y'all here to relax, and hopefully y'all doing something in y'all's home to help you relax, or you watching this at a time that can help you relax, or just listening into what I'm about to get into, and hopefully that helps you relax, because I do a lot of trying to make sense of what the frick show is going on around here. So by any means necessary, I'm like, give me the answers, whether it come from the Bible, whether it come from numerology, whether it come from astrology. Here for all the ologies, okay? Put it like that. I love a good ideology. I love it. We're thinkers over here, you know, theorists. We are everything over here. Literally divine. So now that I got that on, we're going to let this sit on until it dries. And then, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get into my note findings of today, because I did want a numerology report of 2226. So let me get my numerology report up so I could tell y'all. Hold on, y'all, because I gotta find it. I'm like, it might have been on this phone right here that y'all are on, so I might have to pause y'all and airdrop it to this phone. So I'm like, hold that thought real quick. Let me see. I could really just put y'all in the lobby, because we are having our own little show. So I'm like, let me put y'all in the lobby right here. Boom, y'all in y'all be right back room, and let me put y'all in the lobby, and then see if I could do a quick little 1-2 switcheroo. La 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 la. There we go. Cause I'm like, hold that thought. All right, so let me see. Oh my good golly. It's always something. Cause what's going on? And I should have screenshot. Oh my God, that's what I get for not screenshotting it. Cause I'm like, is it on my iPad? Cause no, God, no, don't tell me it's gone. Oh my God. Hold on, cause I hate when this happens, when you think you have everything all set up, and I just knew that I was going to be able to find this when the time came, because I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Go back on this webpage. Oh man. And it's like, I got everything all set up with the mask, which is so shocking. Oh shoot, go back. Okay, wait. Boom. So this is it. But where is this inside of my... Oh. Okay, so I gotta get somewhere else. Kato mate. Bibo latte. Kato mate. Okay, so I'm like, let me go ahead and get back on this screen as well, because we are doing a vertical as well as horizontal live stream. All right, so I have to get to, let me see. It's in a whole nother note section apparently. And I gotta figure out what it is. Is it this? I really hope so, because I'm like, I should have just copied it, put it on a note really quickly. Oh my God, because it's not this either. Welcome to life. All right, so while I'm definitely trying to sit here and find this, because like I said, I might have to figure out how to get it off this phone onto this phone, but I'm trying to log in on this phone so I can read it to y'all again. I thought this would be much easier, but life goes on. So in my process of not being frustrated and trying to figure this out, I'm going to try to figure this out and multitask and tell y'all about some other things that we're essentially going to talk about, because I'm like, log in, because no, I can't multitask, because right now I'm so hyper focused on figuring out, oh my golly, something is not right, because why can't I get it over here? It's really like, getting me frustrated. Tight at this point. I'm talking tight at this point. So, that was me trying to relax so I don't have to ring the alarm. But I'm so, because I'm just like, I don't understand. Okay, so I got to make y'all hold on again because it's on this phone and I got to get it off this phone. So, hold on, everybody going back into the lobby, and then we're gonna get this right by any means necessary. Cause I'm like, argh, matey, hold on. Okay. A lot just happened live in real time, which is so wild. But again, we prevail no matter what is going on. Because I'm like, I did have to figure out how I was getting the numerology report off of this phone onto this phone, so that way I could give it to y'all. And that's essentially all I'm gonna say. Yeah, because I'm like, some other things happen right now, but I'm just like, we'll leave that to God. We will definitely leave that to God. So, we are going to go ahead and go in for our numerology report for today for, again, 2026. This makes me feel like one of those whole, if this finds you on this day, then this message is for you. Also, because I'm like, did y'all also see how I'm like soft launching my next thing? I'm like, don't tell nobody, but if you peep gang, you peep gang. Because I'm just like, we gearing up for Q2. Because I'm like, one thing we got is we got this, boo. So, like, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's numerology report. I really don't even like the way, because I'm like, having to transfer it from this, it does not look the same at all. And I done did all that, and I'm like, I still want to fight with it some more to get like, because I just don't understand why it's not here. Like, so I can see it over here in this version. Oh my God. I know the drama, because it's like, girl, come on with it. But I wanted to, and that's the thing about being a perfectionist, because I need to just come on with it. But I'm just like, matey. Oh my God. Fuck it, we ball. Because I'm just like, the format would have been easier for me just to kind of like get the message out. But I'm like, now I'm just going to have to do the manual labor and do it myself. So it's just like, boom, whatever. All right, so boom. Like I said, 2026 is a 1 year in general. Okay, just start there, flat out. It's a 1 year in numerology. Like I said, for me, it's a WON year. And in numerology, like I said, it's a 1 year. 2026, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 gives us 10. It being a single digit number, 1 plus 0 is 1. So 2026 is a 1 year. Okay, so today is the sixth day of the second month. And then this is a 1 year, because we've already done a year. We know that the year 2026 is a 1 year. So the day is a 9 in numerology. So 2 plus 6 plus 1, 2 plus 6 plus 2026, 1, 9. All right, we get the math. So the number of 9 is completion, spiritual awareness, release, wisdom, closure, high perspective, karmic cleansing, humanitarian consciousness, ending that creates space for rebirth, which is so cool, because today I was getting like the vibe and the energy of like, release the magic. And then when I realized, today is 2/6/2026, like I said on my last live, it's them portals, but it's a big, portal energy day, big manifesting, big doing whatever you need to do. Because, like I said previously on CUR TEDBYKD about the whole job lottery, as I was coming off of that and then coming into today, I ended up seeing how other people were just in the same predicament that I am. Like, they're trying to hit the job lottery, especially the ones that really did it the way that they said do it, because I ended up veering off of my own path of what society said. Like, I started out that way and then I veered off, but the ones that continued on that path, and then we all came to the same crossroad of like, either you got the degree or you didn't, but you're still trying to get a job right now and a decent income, work-life balance, all the things that you thought you would have when you got to your big A's that you thought would just be easy to obtain, as they said, but it's just might not have been as easy as we would have. I think we knew that it was gonna be hard when we was a kid. That's why we didn't want to grow up. But everybody was like, nope, you gotta grow up, you gotta do it. And like, now that we're having to deal with that hard, it's just like, bro, because it's like, I don't even, because I'm like, at this point, is it, I don't even know this, because it's just like, even knowing that today, back then, because what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that today, like, I knew back then that today would be a different day and age than it was back then. I didn't know it was going to be like this. But I'm like, I expected it to be different again, especially growing up on futuristic Y2K, Janet Jackson videos. Again, they thought the world was going to end in 2000, okay? So I did the whole uproar, the whole scares, the whole, I hate to say it like that, but it's just like, survive 9/11. I hate to say it like that, because a lot of people didn't. And I still be thinking about 4th grade me, who had to think about the other 4th graders who never got to see mommy and daddy, grandma, grandpa, whoever was in that, auntie, uncle, whoever was in that building again. New York really ain't never been the same. So it's just like that millennial whole laugh to keep from crying thing. Literally where the millennials are life, and then some of the Gen Zers are realizing they're there as well. But again, we got this. I said all that to say, when I was watching the video, the moral of the story was, at this day and age, you have just as great a chance as hitting the job lottery as you do is actually pursuing your creative pursuits, entrepreneur endeavors, your own business, whatever the case may be. Because one thing about it, everybody, and I don't want to say everybody, but the majority of the people that came online to talk about where they were in the job, whether they lost their job, whether they at their job and trying to get another one, whatever the case may be, they were already content creators. So it was just like, that's how they were on there telling the story. They were already on here. It wasn't like, this is my first video and I'm telling y'all, about the job market. They were already creating content, which was why when they either lost their job, don't have a job, whatever the case may be, trying to pivot, they're like, well, at this point, I guess content creation is the only option that I have, because what are we supposed to do in the meantime, in between time? Do nothing. So it's like, I may as well try to, control what I can by pursuing my entrepreneur endeavors. And if we hit that job lottery, we hit that job market, then we're doing that as well. But what do y'all expect us to do? No, we didn't have to, be drafted into the army. Some of us did. Now, I'm not going to say us. Well, when I say us, I'm saying content creators. Because Trisha said she got drafted. And I said, I didn't even know girls could get drafted. I thought that was only for the boys. But Trisha is over 50 years old. She don't look like it. She look like she's, I guess I don't look like in my 30s. But Trisha's giving a good 30, 40 for her to be pushing 50. But it's just like, she said she got drafted. Like I said, I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm so glad they didn't come draft me. I would be. Do I look like a security building? I applied for a security job trying to secure the building. Like they said, at this day and age, we just be out here applying for anything because you need income to live. They done made the rules where you got to have income to live. So at this point, we're going to do anything to get the income. It's not funny. But you got to laugh to keep from crying. You have to laugh to keep from crying. So yeah, just like I said, moral of the story, you have just as good a chance as getting you a good paycheck from your content as you do being on the clock. And sometimes as, putting out your content, you can get a bigger paycheck. And I had to think about it like, when I started my first channel on YouTube, because at this point, this is my second YouTube channel. And then I have another YouTube channel that I started. That was now the third time. It was the Charm YouTube channel. Like, please let that one be one of them. But boom. Had my first YouTube channel starting out in 2017. And I had to think about the fact that literally started out because when I was working a job, because I told you every time I was at a job, people always be like, we know there's more in life for you. Me too. That's why I'm just like, we're going to do what we got to do to get that more. Okay? Because everybody know what's out there. Just like when I was a kid, everybody's just like, we surprised you're not married rich. Me too. But maybe because they be mean. And Lord knows I can't deal with that. Especially if the rich people don't want you to know they mean. I would definitely tell you if my husband was mean and rich. Oh, y'all, he is. Yeah. So I'm like, he got to be a good one. So maybe God's still working on him. But, I forgot where I was going with this because my mask about dry. So I'm like, we should start getting into the whole face mask at this point in hopes that I get back on track to where I was going with that thought. Because I was like, I was going somewhere with that, I think. But I done forgot. I need cue cards. That'll really help this production right here. So I can... I should open up the chat and let y'all remember where I'm at. But nope, not right now. Running this show by myself. It's all right. Because back to what we're here for. Also, well, we are here for this. And then that. And then this. And then that. And then all of this. I almost remember where I was back at with that. But I have forgotten. So I'm going to distract myself in hopes again that I remember by telling y'all. I also want to put on a face mask. So I'm like, this is a sheet mask. Y'all know it's 2026. I love my nice little sheet mask. I did do a cleanse before I put on these eye patches. Happy Skin, Healthy Skin. If you saw my video on my channel, if you have not, you can definitely check it out to see what products that I'm talking about, because I'm not going to show them right here because I already showed them over there. And that's why I want you to check it out at. Alright. But boom. I'm like, I am going to put a little bit of this toner with these sheet masks. Because again, it's toner. It's toner. Okay. It's face toner. Revitalize, nourish your skin, ceramize, peptides, all that good stuff. But I am going to put a recovery mud mask on. This is one of my favorite recovery mud masks. I really love this. I think it's called Coke. I'm not really sure. But K-O-E-K. Okay. It's just a nice little mud mask. We're going to put this on. And then, like I said, I want to do a nice little sheet mask basically on top of that. Because, like I said, we're going into Valentine's Day. Whether you're going to be with your boo, whether it's just going to be you, you still want to be cute. Bottom line, we still want to be cute. Single, take it, whatever the case may be. Okay? Because life already doing a lot. Okay. So, still do not remember what I was getting into. But going back to numerology. The number 9 energy is closure energy. It's not lost energy. It's integrated energy, not destruction. 9 is the number of ascension through understanding. As far as the individual number meaning for 2-month energy, because I'm like, now I want y'all to see how I kind of like broke this down in the title. If you are seeing the title, so it could make sense. So I'm like, let me see what I did the title as for y'all to understand. And then I'm going to kind of like break down into that. All right. So the title of this video, just in case y'all can't see all of it, or even if you can, I'm just going to go tell you. It is 1 year energy. So new identity and initiation, soul, heart, self. And I should say soul plus heart plus self equals completion. So when I say soul, that's for the month. That's okay. That's how I could tell y'all without telling y'all. Because I have to figure out, I'm like, how can I tell y'all what it is without like telling y'all what it is? So boom. Soul, heart, self. Because I'm like, hold on, I gotta make sure I got it right. And that was another thing I realized, because I'm like, never mind, not gonna get into it, because I don't even think y'all gonna understand that. But hold on. Okay, so yeah, so boom, let's just go ahead and go with it like this. Soul plus heart plus self equals completion. Soul is the month. Heart is the day. Oh, I guess I can tell you. Okay, I guess y'all can understand it that much, because 2 in numerology is soul. Okay, so boom, the month, soul, love from the soul. And I love that, because y'all know my brand is social. I really love that, because I'm just like, oh my goodness. Okay, so boom, I just always love making everything about me. I love making it make sense. Like I said, the day today is 2/6, so 6 is about the heart. Again, it's still about love month. Oh my God, I love this for us. And then 1, like we said in numerology, 2026 is a 1 year. So that is self. So it's okay to be selfish. I feel like that's what numerology is telling us. You see, basically what's going on is I'm trying to decode numerology in real time with y'all. So I'm like, if it just seems like it's all over the place, I'm just thinking out loud with y'all. Because I'm like, there was also something that I wanted to tell y'all that I was like, I don't even think y'all gonna understand it, because I'm not the teacher. And there was another part to this story that I really can't remember. And the moral of that story is that's how the stories get messed up. Because that's all when people say, you know, that's the whole like the jack of all trades thing. How it's not correct. Like they'll say one part of it, but not the rest of. Get creative. Okay? And just follow me. You know what? Don't follow me. Follow Jesus. And that's the whole point. Just hear me out. That's what it is. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. One day it's all going to come together. And that's why I'm going to keep practicing. Cue cards. Okay? Maybe, like I said, maybe I need to actually, maybe that's why when they be on the TV shows, they actually do have cue cards. So, maybe when I get the yapping, cue cards will help me stay on track. Because I'm really mad that I forgot about that other thought. And it still hasn't come back to me. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. But maybe not. Hopefully hopefully it reaches who it's supposed to reach. And it all makes sense. And it all works out. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let's get into the individual number meetings. Oh, okay. So boom. At least that's the next thing on my notes. So I guess I was segueing into it in some type of form or fashion. Because boom. 2 is the month energy. And 2 in numerology is just regarding sensitivity, spiritual awareness, intuition, emotional intelligence, partnership, which we absolutely love, receptivity. I can get jiggy with that because I'm like, okay, so I need to be receptive. Okay, I can get jiggy with that. Divine feminine. I especially love that for me because y'all know I'm y'all divine cosmic cousin, divine cosmic cheerleader. Okay, we're going to get it right. We're going to get it right. And inner knowing that we're going to get this right. So this sets the tone as spirituality, receptive. Okay? Because I'm trying. See, that's why I'm like, today was definitely given. You need to seek into the energy today because it's something in it for you. It's something in this glorious day for you, because a lot of people would think that this is just a normal day, but something about 2626 is such a glorious day, and we shall uncover the spiritual facts. Okay, so 6 is again the heart, love, responsibility, healing. It's about harmony. This is about care today, specifically. So the month was all about those first things that I talked about. Okay, so being a divine feminine. So maybe that's why, never mind. I was going to make a mean joke, and that was not right, because that was a mean joke. Because everyone has a feminine and masculine side to it. So I was about to say, maybe that's why okay. God don't want me to say it because I keep stopping. Because, again, that would be a mean statement. I already knew that. So, moving on. It's about harmony today. Exactly. See, well, I need to... Because I was going to say something about the men. And that's why I'm like, we're just going to leave them alone today. Because today is about harmony, care, service, family, balance, heart-centered living, protection, and emotional maturity. See, I'm glad I stopped myself. Because I'm like, I was like, So this is healer frequency. Oh, see, this is why I love growing in real time. Because I'm just like, boy, oh boy. There's a spirit that was having to try and... We're going to leave that spirit alone. See, that's why I'm God, like I got you. Part of course, stay on course. So, boom. And then we are going into the 1 year energy, which is new identity and initiation. Again, that's why I titled the video 1 year energy, new identity and initiation, because that's what it is for the year. Rebrand as many times as you may feel like you may humanly have to. As long as you're alive, who gonna stop you, boo? Who gonna check you? They can't check you. They may think they got that question. Girl, don't even let them question you. That's why I turned the chat off. You can't stop them from questioning you. And do what you got to do without any noise from anybody. And you have that right. Thank God for that right. Thank God for Jesus and that right. And it's 2:22 on the clock. God is good and loves us. A 2 month, stop playing with them. All right, so boom. New identity and initiation regarding new beginnings, self-definition, rebirth, leadership, individuality, identity shifts, new timelines, fresh cycle. This is a timeline reset. See what I'm doing right now? A reset. I need to fill in this brow. All right, so boom. Because we are doing a reset. I'm telling you, I'm feeling very aligned because I'm just like, I'm just doing what God tell me to do, okay? That's why a lot of people be questioning me about why I do the things that I do, because that's what God told me to do to get to the next thing of what he want for me. Stop questioning every move I make, because then that's going to make, that would be like me questioning God. I didn't even do that. So don't sit there and ask me. That's why I said even the chat is off. I don't want to be questioned about not one move that I'm making, especially in this season, in this year, in this knowing, okay? In this knowing. That's why I said I will protect whatever I have to, especially so I don't shut down in a negative way. Now that I know that there are positive ways to shut down, even if it's just shutting down the outside noise by shutting down the chat. Because I got to do what I got to do. Like I said, make YouTube fun again. Like one girl was saying, she used to do YouTube when she was bored, okay? That's where it all started for her. Now, of course, she's, making great money from YouTube and other platforms and things like that. But again, it's always so like there are people that are having full-fledged productions. I have some mini-series productions, things that I'm working on, whatever the case may be. But again, there are still times like this where I'm doing what God tells me to do. One, I know for certain, because I've always loved TV production, entertainment, musical theater. I'm a thespian. I love this. I love this. Okay. So a lot of me coming to do this and showing up daily is to perfect it. Practice makes progress. Like I said, child, that last man told he's not hiring me because he didn't have enough details, which I found was odd to this day, because what more do you want me to tell you about a retail sales or customer service job? Because I'm seriously saying, like in retail sales, what do you think that I did besides sell a product, ring people out? Like I said, I don't even want to get into it, but like I said, I even worked my way up to, trainer, up in management, regional, top seller, just to name a few, just to, so I don't really going on, and that's nothing, like I said, with this whole job lottery, and that's what I said, seeing other people that are literally in the same yacht as me, because if it's a boat, we ain't gonna be on no sailboat, we on a yacht, we cruising, it's a cruise ship. I don't even want to say it's a cruise ship, it's a freaking yacht, because if we got to sail some, that's what we gonna do. I hate to say it like that. I'm so glad I was looking at the camera so my grandma could, it was AI. It was AI. Well, my grandma also ain't taking care of me. So, if we got the yacht, God be with us. And see, that's how you get into stuff. And that's why I just need to keep doing what God wants from me. And that's why I'm like, keep showing up regardless of what anyone has to say about this, okay? Because I also wanted to come on here and do one of my Valentine's Day stories, Valentine's Day looks. But, again, timeline reset. This is a whole reset year. So God was just like, nope, you can get back into that next week, but you need to take care of your skin because you're going to be doing a lot of that next week, especially because Valentine's Day is next week. Just go ahead and prep your skin now for you sitting here trying some makeup looks, doing your Valentine's Day story times, and prepping for my Valentine's Day work event. Simple as that. Just like it was simple as putting this mask on. And now I'm about to take this sheet mask, put some toner inside of this bowl right here. If you're new here, you'll see, but if you're not, you'll see that I've done this before. It's a brand new 2026 bag. I love this because they're, how many individual sheet masks? 50 count. 50 count sheet mask, and like I said, I am going to use this toner. I love this toner. I also chose this because I already did the Happy Skin, Healthy Skin cleanser and exfoliator. So now I'm doing this mud mask, and like I said, here's the little bowl, and then here's the sheet mask. Literally looks like a freaking mint. And we're going to open this up into a face mask. Like I said, if you're new here, you'll see me do this. If you're not, you've seen me do this before. So, All right, so boom, with 2, 6, and then 1 being 9, that equals completion, which is again today's energy of completion. So I'm like, I was gonna say maybe I'll turn the chat on after this. Maybe I'll be in a mood to turn the chat on after this, because I'm like, maybe this was the reset that I needed. Maybe I just had to take as much time as you need. Okay, first of all, don't rush no process. So y'all know it has this serum and this oil. That's also why I put this, because I'm just like, I'm gonna use the toner after this anyway, but I just want to use this to open it up and sit it on my skin, soak everything in. Again, toning the face, because I forgot to even show you what it looked like. But boom, a little pebble, and then it opens up like those 90s towels when we were a kid. And then I'm going to squeeze everything into the bowl. And then I'm going to put it right back in there to soak everything up, so I can make sure that it got through. Like that, like so. Like that, like so. You can see the oil coming out of this. Okay, I'm so excited at this point. Like at this point, I'm going to keep that, because I definitely want that on my skin. All right, so with 9 being the number of completion, obviously completion is powerful, because completion is regarding emotional awareness of the soul, heart healing, again 6, and identity rebirth, which is of course this year, which is a whole spiritual completion. So I can see that, because I'm even like, I still feel some type of way about that rejection from that company. Again, not that I even wanted it, but I just wanted it for the income, just to be honest. But being rejected just kind of blew my mind. So now I'm at the point where, like I said, healthy habits. I want to get back into reading, because I don't want to say that I don't believe him about the fact that I don't give details, but I'm just thinking, like, what other details do you need about me working a retail customer service job? Like, I'm so serious. And even when I worked at the Internal Revenue Service, again, I told him it was just like, call center. He's asking me, like, how many programs have I used at one time? And I told him between 8 to 10. And he's just like, oh, yeah, that's great, because we use about 7 to 8 per day. And then I'm just thinking, I'm like, imagine how many people haven't had to use that many programs per day and would be completely off put, by having to do that. Because when I said that, I had to think about the fact that, whoa, working at a job and working 7 to 10 programs at one time is a lot. The only thing that I can think about is, like, when he said she did not go into details. I just feel like, as a hiring manager, like, what I did, okay? But if anything, the details could be like, the programs that I used. I don't remember all of them. That's another reason why I don't have no details for you. I don't really remember. But I can, think about the program that we had to use to clock in and out of work, because this was remote. That was one window that we had to always have open, because, again, this is how they was, like, clocking our time to make sure that we were at our computer stations, even though it was work from home. We had the soft phone. We also had at the Internal Revenue Service where this actually happened, we had the resources, like tools that we use to, like, if you call in. Because I was thinking about the most basic thing of it, of course, is like your refund. But I'm like, that is done in a whole different program than from what I was even thinking about. I was thinking about, what do I use this program for? Okay, the other program would be like, if I saw that you had a refund and a notice came out to you or something and you didn't get that notice, and I have to go up to another thing and then send you out a notice. Stuff like that. But it just really took me back to the whole, like, Hannah Montana, life is definitely what you make of it, because it's crazy how jobs are like, you need to go get the degree. And then when you get the degree, they're like, you need to get the experience. So I tried to bypass all of this by getting the work experience. And there, again, are people that are just like me in the same boat. Whether they got the degree or not, at this point, we're over 30 years old. So we have the working experience. Some of them have the working experience but the degree. And we still in the same yacht boat of sometimes the parents have to come through and assist because, yeah, the funding is just, it's funny. The money be funny, okay? And that's what's not funny, especially in, you know, your young adulthood. Because I was just thinking about the fact that I'm like, child, I'm not even a young adult at this point, child. At this point, I'm a middle-aged adult, child. And that's why I'm like, being a middle-aged single adult, I gotta, unfortunately, figure this out by myself. Day after day. But we're not gonna look like what we're going through, because I'm like, I could let this stress me out and look like this. Drama. Drama. Okay? So we're going to get right back into what this date carries the energy of. That being closing karmic cycles, ending old identity patterns, releasing emotional timelines, healing ancestral loops, stepping out of past versions of self, ending soul contracts, finishing long spiritual lessons. The symbolic meaning of 2626 is release who you were to stabilize who you're becoming. It's not chaos energy, it's resolution energy. It's not destruction, it's integration. It's not collapse, it's completion. And I could definitely resonate with that a lot, because like I said, for me, today was definitely like a release the magic type day. And it's 2, 3, 4. Now it's 2, 3, 5, but then y'all know it would obviously been 2, 3, 4 right before that. 4 for real. So I'm letting this master. I got a nice amount of oil on my hands, so I'm definitely wanting that to seep into my skin. Like I said, that's why I was like, I'm letting that oil stay onto my hand. But boom, releasing the magic. Like I said, was definitely the energy that I am on. So boom. I am working on my Q2 drop, because I also was thinking about the fact that I was like, y'all know I love wearing my own stuff. If you don't know, now you know. And I was just like, I'm still gonna do my graphics because that's just what I do. But I do love text-based tees, and so yeah, I'm doing the text-based, just letting y'all in my business, but a text-based, drop. Spring, that'll be cute. Spring, summer, September. Because don't count on it. Okay, I'm just kidding. But it just felt really good to say in the moment. Because spring, summer, September, for real. Because who gonna check me, boo? Come on, please. It's gonna come. It's gonna come spring. And it's gonna come summer, September. Okay, summer, September, because like my birthday is like the end of summer. August, baby. Virgo season. Summer, September. Okay. The queen is coming. If you know what movie that is, without Daniel switching up, we're here. If you don't know, you should know, because again, Whitney Houston produced this movie, and I tell y'all should know this movie all the time, because there are so many references that I just randomly blurt out from this movie. Miracles happen once in a while when you believe. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Never let it fade away. Lena got coned. My face so tight I can't even laugh for real. Oh my goodness. Because this is my real life Princess Diary. Spoiler alert. That's what it is. This is my Black Princess Diary. And miracles happen once in a while when you believe. See how it all circles back to today? So boom. Let's get back to, picking up where it's at. Alright, so boom. Spiritual interpretation. The day holds the frequency of the end of an old structure. Okay? It's not death, it's transformation. Not loss, release. Not confusion, but clarity through completion. My mindset is nothing is ever an error. Everything is an error. As long as you didn't do anything to hurt anyone, Because why that girl died from that Facebook post? And then it's so wild having to watch them try to figure out what happened to her, as if she wasn't on the internet arguing less than 90 days ago. And they said that... Don't ask me nothing when I'm just saying, did y'all see that? Look, because I'm like, that should be an ongoing investigation. Do they do ongoing investigations in Chicago? Don't see that, because who killed my cousin baby daddy? And then they always be killing with the baby right there. Like I said, my cousin lost her kids there, like with the kid, the dad. The kids was there. Just like this girl, 100 rounds, the baby in the car. Not understanding why all of a sudden allowed to have guns in Chicago. Y'all probably can't get up like New York. You don't need a gun. That's how you're going to act. I really love this face mask because I am cutting I'm cutting up even though I'm so serious. And that's the thing. I'm the most unserious, serious person that there is. Yeah, still sitting. Intrusive thoughts. Oh well, we'll let it sit. Okay. So, in this energy of forgiveness, understanding, compassion, letting go without bitterness, release without trauma, ending without fear, there could be some shadow aspects as well of this energy. So basically in the shadow aspect, if you like aren't aligned with what's going on, that will be the shadow aspect, and you could feel energy of like emotional heaviness, nostalgia loops, attachment to your old identity, fear of change, grief without any release, and clinging to old versions of self. I thankfully have none of that. Don't be in them shadows, baby. Fresh start. Get it right. Fresh start. Get it right. Because I'm just like, no, I don't feel any of that. I definitely, new life loading. I be feeling like a cat. I don't care how many houses take me, new life loading. If they get 9 lives, hopefully I have 9 times a million. I'm going to keep rebranding, whatever the case may be, till it's what I get from what God has envisioned. Okay? All right. So, boom. So, the aligned, when you are actually feeling all of the energy, you'll be, you know, I'm like, do this with discretion. Do what works for you. So if you want to be in the energy, make good use of today. These are some things that you could do. Do what you know how to do. Because there are some things on here that are recommended per my assistive intelligence. But don't go playing in nothing that you don't know nothing about. Alright, so it says you can do, I'm going to say close your mantras, because the word that they put in here, I feel like y'all will get a little finicky and witchy with it. So we'll say close your mantras. Forgiveness work, journaling releases, some courting, that's what I'll say. Emotional integration, letting go of practices, gratitude for past chapters, and that's definitely where I'm at. Identity rewriting, I ain't got no problem with that. Spiritual cleansing, absolutely love that. Energetic decluttering, I'm a big fan of all that. So my system intelligence did also give me a mantra for today, and it does say, I release with gratitude, I receive with clarity. What ends in peace begins in power. Completion is not loss, it is liberation. And I absolutely love that, because I'm just like, that's definitely, you know, what I'm feeling for this month, for my life, for I just wanted to see what was under here. For this year. Okay, so it did stick. am going to go and wash this off, but I'm just gonna start wiping some of the mask off with a sheet mask, which is why I like using the sheet mask, because it doubles as a napkin. If y'all know I love a dry cleanse anyway. So we got this, and then I just like rubbing this into the skin, so that way when I add water, that just activates like the barrier of what's on there, and I'll be ready to go. Fresh skin, new skin alerts. Thank God. So please don't look like anything that you're going through. That's one thing that I have learned, especially in this year, from everything last year. Like, I genuinely, I mean, it was definitely God, but I'm like, I literally survived 2025. When I tell y'all, I was literally surviving with a couple $100 a month. And when I say a couple, literally like two. Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't know. Like I said, besides God. Thank you. Okay? So, yes. Thank you to everybody that watches my channel. Thank you to all my channel members. Thank you to anybody that's ever gifted. Thank you to anybody that is a member on Patreon. Thank you to anyone who has ever donated to this channel. It's definitely going to come back to you. I will say tenfold, but I hope a millionfold, because anybody that blessed me, as long as you was, I'm sure anybody that's ever blessed me did it in good faith. I don't know. Some people do bless people in hopes to get something out of it, like I'm doing this for you, but I don't think y'all even know me enough to do that. So I don't think, because all y'all be doing is watching the video. But then again, like I said, when you're a channel member, Patreon, whatever that case may be, okay, all right, okay. Just again, thinking out loud and thinking out loud, because I was looking at that like, I really appreciate y'all. Again, not certain how I made it. Again, it's definitely God, but that's serious. Because, I'm like, at the most, I had like $300 a month. Like, I can say that now. But in 2025, I wasn't even willing to talk about it. But here we are in 2026, and that's why I'm like, that's the one thing about being an entrepreneur. Every cent counts. Every cent counts. Every cent counts. I'm talking about whether it's a photo booth, booking a photo booth, event rental, event equipment rentals, which I definitely need to. Initially, when I was being realistic, okay, so, because I was going to go get up and wash my face, but I'm like, if I could find my bottle of water to just kind of wipe this off, that would be great. Because I'm like, when I was finding clients for my photo booth and things like that, a lot of it was either like service for service, trade for trade. So like, it wasn't like I was always making a profit. Even when I was partnered with like big companies that I would have thought had the money, but they would always be like, we don't have it in a budget to do this, but you can utilize our service for, a weekend or something. And although I never did it, I always just I never utilized their service, but I always did the gig, because I was in the mindset of, I'm an entrepreneur and I need the exposure, which is true, but even exposure was costing me money. Like, running ads, because that was even how I was posting a lot of the events that I was doing. Like, I would push the events by making my flyers, posting my ads, posting them as ads, okay? So then, yeah, people will see it. Sometimes people will show up. It would always be hit or miss as well. And some of them were free events. Some of them were paid events. But I'm also trying to get back into that. Speaking of which, that's why I'm like, I definitely messaged my homegirl about Alright, because I asked my homegirl about I call my dog the doctor, okay? Because she's a girl. Doctor. She was like, is the doctor a company? I'm like, no. The doctor is literally just a doctor. Okay, well, hold on. Girl, dog, daughter. Okay, so, alright, so boom. Basically, like I told y'all, sneak peek and sneakier peek. Because I'm like, now y'all getting the update. Y'all up here on the vertical, my microphone is over here, so that's what I'm speaking into. On the horizontal, they can see it, but I'm like, that's talking into the microphone. But yeah, the doctor, she's gonna start hosting events. So that's what I'm talking to my homegirl about right now. So I'm just trying to handle some business. Alright, so boom. Alright, so boom, yeah. Because I was asking her, does she have a weight limit for her photography studio? Which is, honestly, we use her venue for any event that we having. I love having a homegirl, a CEO friend that got a venue, because she is all for you hosting event. Like, that's where exposure, when I was literally just talking about exposure in business, can come in handy. Because it's just like, when you collaborate with your friends, that's how you recycle the money, which is good, because it's just like, I wouldn't have to pay a flat fee outright to book a venue like you would have to do somewhere else. But it's nothing to break my homegirl off, a percentage for letting me use her venue to do my events. And she loves, like, she's always looking for creators to come through her event. So whether you are local, want to come to the city, whatever the case may be, if you are looking to host events, please do not be afraid to host at the Selfie Showroom. You can definitely bring your own event to the Selfie Showroom. Host your own event. Let your clients, your guests, your party people walk around all 20 plus photography sets that she has. Because I was thinking, should I tell y'all what I got going on with the dog? Like I told y'all, if we got the dogs at the photography studio, then stay with me, okay? So, yeah. Like I told her, I'm planning that event for Q2. So I just got the green light for a Q2 event. Y'all know I've been working on my social experiments for Q1. We already have one social experiment that is available on the live replay for my channel members. You can watch the trailer so you can kind of get a little feel of what's going on, and definitely join the channel membership to watch the live replay, but you can watch the free the free trailer on my channel. I'm thinking about doing the second social experiment for this month on Valentine's Day because, like I said, y'all know I do have a gig with Hennessy on Valentine's Day. So I'm thinking, since I have to already be out in the world on Valentine's Day, I may as well just do a social experiment, because I was supposed to go to the social event that has already happened. I did not end up going because I had a meeting with Hennessy, because I have Hennessy meetings coming up. So we have our 2026 activations, I had a meeting, all that good stuff. So didn't get to that event. But like I said, I do have to have an event that I'm working for with Hennessy Valentine's Day. So I'm thinking that's when we can do our second social experiment live. So definitely subscribe so you can watch live. That's how you can watch live. You subscribe so you'll know when we are doing the social experiment live. That's so you can watch it live for free, because then it's going to go on replay, and you will have to join the social channel membership to watch the replay of the social experiment. So with that being said, I'm glad that we got that working out, because before I go wash my face real quick, I am just telling y'all that, like they said, the rebrand, the rewriting, they didn't say rebrand, but rewriting, whatever the case may be. As much as I love being live, I am going to take some time to step back. Not necessarily like that, but I'm just saying, like, I used to be live all the time. I do feel like I'm still live all the time, but I am making sure that I don't have creative burnout, okay? Because I am still trying to be compensated in physical and digital spaces. So while I'm working on, just like people are content creators and have, everyday jobs, I am just content creating and entrepreneur. I would love to be, that would be wild. Content creator and working entrepreneur. That does sound like a lot. That don't even make no sense. I mean, it does, because there are people that are actively doing that. But it's like, I'm in a space right now where I am a creative entrepreneur. So I'm always like working on something, because like I said, like, I am big on using my own hands to make sure that I eat, okay? Because like I said, the 2025 child was $200-300 a month, and if I ate, I ate. If I didn't, I didn't. Well, we got done with these hands. We got done with these hands, okay? So whether it's digital, physical, money, I'm here for it. So yeah, like, I'll be behind the scenes working on stuff like this. Like, I'm sampling what the text is gonna look like, sampling, mock-ups. I was watching another girl on YouTube that was just talking about, like, she was just like, she's working on some things right now so that she can bring it to her audience in the future. And that's essentially where I'm at with it. It's like, I'm working on some things, like I said, right now. This is just surprise what one piece is going to look like. And this is literally just so I can see what the text is going to look like, because the brand, I'm telling y'all now, is off duty, okay? It's off duty. I love off duty, because that's what I told y'all, you can positively shut down. And I also was a lifeguard, so yeah, promotional model, and you know how they say, like, model on duty, all of these things, content creator. Oh, and then it's like, because I'm like, so y'all can actually, okay, hold on, so y'all can actually, like, read it. Boom, there we go. So boom. So it says off-duty influence, but it does have that R. So it looks like it's influencer. But I'm not really an influencer. I really don't care for that term at all. But I've always considered myself the influence. So I'm like, so I had to rock with it. Like, these are two parts of me that I absolutely love. Like, a I mean, even just having to find out what textiles I liked, because I wanted something that was going to be classic. Oh, because I also decided that my branding is coquiche. Coquette plus quiche. So it's like very soft, dainty, girly, but a whole bunch of random knickknacks. Like you can see, just like girly with the bows, Paris Hilton organizer, but it's just like tchotchkes. Like I am definitely going to be that old woman that has the Russian dolls inside of it. Maybe they should make stuff for black people so I can have some black American dolls stacked on top of each other. Get that done for me. Yeah, some wood artists should definitely do that. They probably already have. I don't know if they have, but if they haven't, they should. Okay, so boom. And then I wanted something, like I said, classic, modern, old money, modern. So, but still again, still soft feminine. So that's how we went with the cursive as far as the influence. And then it's like a bold, not even necessarily bold, but what am I trying to say? It's just like, because bold is, I'm like, I don't even want to say aggressive. I don't want to say, like, okay, some people can't read cursive. You know the words off, like this is a font that if you can read, you can read. But everybody can't read cursive. So it's like, this one is just like the off duty. And then the influence is just like, a heart. Okay, just bringing it all together. Okay, because just off duty. I mean, it could stand. But it's just like, I love the whole influence. But like I said, the brand is off duty. So I could just have some merch material where it just says off duty. Because I would just love walking around with an off duty shirt as well. Like, people be trying to talk to you and it's just like, I don't want to talk. Like, I have a shirt that says like, not today, which is basically what off duty is. Like, not in the mood. Not in the mood. But y'all, I need to go wince. Wash this off my face real quick. And I'm going to be right to the back. Alright, so boom, I'm going to put y'all in y'all's lobby. And I'm going to BRB. All right, y'all. I'm coming. I'm coming. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I'm back on screen. Woo. So, now that I've done that, let me see if I can find my color changing lip balm. If not, because I'm looking through my everyday makeup pouch, I do see it. I was going to say, if not, I will be putting back on the e.l.f. lip balm, lip oil that I had on when we started this live. What is this? The Honey Talks. But I'm like, I must have put on my Envisioning Her 2026 lip balm. And I'm not gonna lie, I would love my own. I want my own everything. Just being honest. I very much grew up on Selena. I want the whole world dancing to my music. I'm wearing my clothes. I always felt that. I was just like, yes, girl. Whatever it is for me, I want the whole world to be tuned in and tapped in. Alright, so boom. I was gonna say, what am I trying to do? Y'all know I got my heart-shaped cotton rounds. I'm about to put some toner back on, even though I didn't even use a lot, because I still got a good amount in here, and I thought I used a good amount. But shake that mug up to get those peptides, ceramides, and whatever else is in here. I was gonna say, is it peptides and ceramides? But yes, it is. It is. I'm gonna go ahead and get this on the skin. Now that we have just washed off this mask, because even though I did put some in the mask, I still wash my face. And yeah, I still won't. My face nice and toned, because that's what it's called, toner. Toner. Tone the skin. It sets the tone for the skin. That's why I said I want my peptides, ceramides, whatever else it has for me. Literally, just like I want out of life. No. That's literally what we. That's what we over here talking about for real. Everything that we want out of life. Because again, wait until the day where all of this just comes in fruition, and like this is like the video back in the day, and I'm thinking about how far I've come. You know, those whole how far I've come stories, moments. Boom, simple as that. Like, especially watching Amber Shoal. Amber Shoal was just talking about how she really made her millionaire life from YouTube, just being a Los Angeles DIY girly. And she did. She did. She really did. And I watched so many people become millionaires off YouTube. Because I was trying to think. Somebody was on the internet talk about... Oh, that was E. Kane. Okay. Because I'm like, somebody was on the internet talking about, I'm not a millionaire. I'm far from it. But I take care of my people. Because Gorilla apparently not taking care of her people. I don't know if I'm taking care of mine either. Yeah. The way people be acting. When E. Kane talking about she had to suck on some things for her money. So she really just ain't got nothing for nobody. And I'm just like, sheesh. I ain't been there. But hey girl, I hear you. Because it ain't like she the first person to do it now. Let's not act like that. I'm just saying, I ain't been there. Like I told you, one of my favorite Cardi B songs. Literally the only favorite Cardi B song I can say is somebody say, what Cardi B song would you like tell people to turn on? It would be Everything. I love Everything so much. And like she said, she not finna act like she ain't have to suck a D to pay her rent. And because that's when she was just so raw and real. But the song was Note to Self, Note to Sister Hennessy. Like that's what the song was about. This was her everything. Like it literally was a letter. Like she was just talking about everything that she's been through. Like she just wants the best for her family, you know, her future children, because she knows what it's like to be an NYC girlie on the come up. Simple as that. Okay, so I love me some Everything, and it's a sample song too. Cause it's that I think it's Faith Evans. Child, yeah. Like she said, Lord, forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for the crazy shit I wish I never did. I simply just a young hood girl trying to win. That's what it was. Yeah. So that would be my one if I have to tell anybody. Cause I don't be knowing about. Yeah, everything else is just. I mean, that was raunchy, but it was real. All this other stuff. I don't know if they should just be rappers or just literally just be them girls that's just working it. She don't know what she doing. It's just you know. Yeah. When I get to making that's all I'm like, child, yeah, if you ain't got nothing to say, don't say nothing at all. Cause I really just be sitting here running my mouth thinking out loud. And y'all just get to be here with me. That's what my daddy said. Yeah, you be on the internet wilding. I don't mean to. Cause I really do be trying to run a program. But as a one-woman revolution, a lot. I get sidetracked easily. That's why I said I need CUR. But then that's something else that I have to do. Everybody else be having teams and people and other people that step in and do this. Which is true. Which is very true. So that's why I'm like, if I'm all over the place, I got to be a lot of people in one. I got to be the on-screen and off-screen production. I got to be the child, the director, the producer, the editor, the screenwriter. I have to be having my Tyler Perry, my Virgo Tyler Perry-isms in order. And that's why at this point, I need to just get to making screenplays. Because I was watching Beauty in Black. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. I hope that's what it's called. Because it's a really good show by Tyler Perry. And it's so hard to say that about Tyler Perry shows nowadays. Because even back then, they weren't necessarily good. We were just happy. Because House of Pain was not good. We were just happy to have like a black show. I mean, it's not like we didn't have black shows. But they were the repeats. This was just like new stuff. Yeah, because like Fresh Prince was out way before I was born. And then there's still episodes that they recycling today. Martin, same thing. All that good stuff. So, boom. Here we are with Tyler Perry giving us something new growing up. And then, yeah, here we are with Beauty in Black, which I am absolutely a fan of. So now, but that's the thing. I guess that's where, like that man said, we're rejecting her because of the details. I would have to figure out how to get better at the details to do screenwriting because I have homeboys that could actually do this. Like I said, I was already in a hood movie that's on YouTube right now. We were supposed to do a live chat and react to that. That was supposed to be in the December mini-thon series, but that was just a lot to have to keep. That's why I couldn't even do Vlogmas. A lot. Talking about coming here and live stream every day thinking that would be easier. It wasn't. That's why I just got to the point with y'all, whether it's a post, a short, a video, a live stream, whatever the case may be, y'all are going to get that a day. Because the live streaming every day was just, seriously, when you do a streamathon, especially by yourself. Then again, who else? That was just me being me. Because I'm like, yeah, other people don't have to do it by themselves. I'm always trying to do something by myself. Which is why I'm like, creatively, I have to figure out a way to produce without burning out and still get to my end result. So that's what all of this was to say. Shoot. No. Like I said, but I do have some production. Like I said, The Social is a production. Because like I said, I want a Weebly Award, a Streamy Award. I've said this before. So it's like, what is going to be my body of work that I can at least submit? I can definitely say with The Social, I can, for sure, that is a strong piece of work that I can say I can submit for a Weebly Streaming Award. Because even though I'm making this kind of content in production, like I said, I always try to give y'all some type of edutainment, entertainment, and education value behind it. Even we were just talking about numerology and all that kind of good stuff today, skincare, whatever the case may be, never giving up, whatever the case may be. But this is not something that I would submit for a Streamly or Weebly Award. This is just straight. We have to keep the content in the algorithm. So, again, trying to be intentional with what I produce and not just giving y'all repetition of, what's already I don't even want to say what's already out there, like for stuff that I've already done. But again, just keeping up with the discoverability, keeping something fresh, something new in the algorithm, because the algorithm will algorithm, and you have to stay in the rhythm of the algorithm. I already said it, so whatever. Because I'm like, algorithm of the algo. Algo. That's what it is. You have to stay in the rhythm of the algo. Now it's all algorithm. Got it. All right. So yeah, there's that, and I don't think there's anything else on my mind. So I am about to end this live. Okay. I'll be anywhere in the world, but y'all watch me run my mouth. So just know that y'all are greatly appreciating. Y'all just know that God will bless you. Okay? Cause bless those that blesses me. So if you're tuned in, hopefully y'all are very intentional about today, being at your best, not hurting anyone. Because like I said, why did that girl lose her life over that Facebook post? Okay? Like, y'all really get mad about a Facebook post. Like I said, I was thinking in my head, like, I have had to corner some people in my lifetime about some things they said online and beat them up, but not take their life. It was never that serious, okay? Because like me even going to jail was like, never that serious, all right? Even beating you up was like, girl, I don't even want to go to jail. I don't even want to accidentally hurt you while I'm beating you up. So let me just stop here and know that you better watch your mouth about what you're saying about me, because I will have to get an ass. That's who I am. My mama was built ass. I'm foot ass. All the way up there, okay? Don't tell nobody. That's why I'm working on being a soft girl, because I'm like, yeah, that's a past life. We don't beat people up no more. Hopefully we don't have to beat people up no more. Only thing we're going to beat up is anything that's trying to beat us up. The spiritual, what to say, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but with the principalities in spirit. That's it. So with that being said, like I said, I love you. God loves you. Jesus loves you. And I'm about to end this live. Subscribe for the vibes. And KD, we'll see y'all next time. Okay? Because I'm like, did my heart get in there? Mwah. Kisses and toodles, because KD is signing out. Like I said, I don't even think I have anything left on my mind. So let's go ahead and end this live. I'm like, that's not even what I wanted to do horizontally. So sorry. That's what I was trying to do horizontally. See ya!